So first things first, who are you? What's your role and where do you work?
So my name is Zach Aller. I work at Intuit on the Argo CD team and Argo Proj Labs team.
What are 3 emerging Kubernetes tools that you're keeping an eye on?
So one of the Kubernetes tools that I'm keeping an eye on is Intuit is pushing a new project into Argo Proj Labs called GitOps Promoter. And it's essentially a way to do environment promotion in a really GitOps friendly way. So I'm pretty excited about that. I would also say KubeBurner is a project that we're kind of interested in doing. Part of the GitOps Promoter project is we're looking to essentially load test some of our Kubernetes resources. And so that's something that I think will help us in that regards.
One of our podcast guests, Mai, believes that Argo CD's beauty is that it flips the traditional CI/CD model on its head. Instead of the CI system pushing changes to Kubernetes, Argo CD runs inside your cluster and pulls changes from Git. What's your take on this pull-based GitOps approach?
So the pull-based GitOps approach gives you essentially a central pane of glass, I think. And I think that's what has helped Argo CD kind of accelerate that UI view where you can manage a whole bunch of clusters is really a win for the project. There's some downsides to that with performance and things that we've struggled through, but I think that's kind of the big difference is, do you want the central pane? Do you want the single pane of glass, or do you want a more distributed architectural setup?
Another guest of ours, Andre, suggested that FluxCD is more approachable to administrators, whereas Argo CD is more about interacting with developers. Do you agree? And what's your advice when it comes to implementing GitOps?
I think in the community, there has been kind of this line drawn that Flux is better for the infra and Argo CD is better for the developers. I think both can do the job really well. I think the UI from Argo CD and essentially giving the application developers a concept of what an application is why that separation has happened. I don't think there's a right or a wrong. I think both tools can essentially accomplish the job well. It's just what's come out of it recently has been that UI support seems to jive a little bit better with app developers.
Looking towards the future, Kubernetes turned 10 years old last year. What can we expect in the next 10 years to come?
Oh, man. So I'm a little bit of a GitOps nerd. I think Kubernetes really helps accelerate GitOps. I would really like the idea of the declarative API to continue to grow. I hope that Kubernetes API service which is basically like a CRD that's not stored in etcd. I think that tooling I hope it starts powering a lot more interesting type APIs within the Kubernetes ecosystem. So I'd like to see things start growing more like declarative API where Kubernetes isn't just a auto scaler, but it's really an API platform.
And what's next for you, Zach?
What's next for me? GitOps Promoter, GitOps Promoter, GitOps Promoter. That's pretty much where I see my time being spent for the next, handful of years, just trying to get that project going off the ground. So
how can people get in touch with you?
The Argo project's on the CNCF Slack, GitHub discussions for the Argo Proj works well. Yeah.